Really is Darren Webster, although he may look unrecognisable given his change in apparel. He was forced to beg, steal and borrow shirts, shoes, trousers and most importantly a set of darts for his first round match against Max Hopp yesterday. Came through that winning 6-3, said it wasn't a problem. Question is, has he stuck with the same set of darts? He's certainly got a change of uniform, but has he stuck with the same set of darts with his baggage having turned up, Paul Nicholson?
The bags have turned up. He's got his pants. You mentioned earlier he's got his underwear. But most importantly, he's gone back to his usual darts. The ones that he used yesterday.
He should have stuck to his guns there.
I agree. Don't change a winning formula.
If it ain't broke, no need to fix it. Anyway, Terry Jenkins looking like... Sorry, Darren Webster looking like the Darren Webster we know and love, having rediscovered his missing luggage, making his second European Tour appearance of the year.
First luggage, Terry to throw first. Game on.
Having reached the second round of the European match play in Hamburg in May, when he went down to Peter Wright 6-5 in the second round. Terry Jenkins, a quarter-finalist in his most recent European appearance in Dusseldorf at the end of July. He was a semi-finalist in Austria as well, having previously failed to get beyond the last 16 in any of his previous 6 events in Europe. So he looks to have just rediscovered his touch, at least as far as the European stage is concerned.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, Terry is comfortable playing in the European circuit. He has made a final, and he's very comfortable with the playing one match in one day scenario. I think it's the playing multiple matches in one day that I think he really needs to crack that whole thing.
129.
When he gets going, though, he really gets a bit between his teeth. I think he's very dangerous. He played very, very steady in Dusseldorf. He played very, very well in Vienna.
That said, Paul, he is without a PDC title since winning a Players' Championship event in Barnsley last September, so 12 months ago, when he beat Peter Wright. He's had a bit of a drought since then. I mean, he's ticked over as far as prize money is concerned here and there, but titles are what players like Terry Jenkins are after.
That's right. I mean, since that last Players' Championship win, I think he's told people he's going to retire at least 3 or 4 times. But he can't extinguish that fire that Terry Jenkins has. I mean, he just keeps plodding on and doing his thing. It's a big ask of 147, especially when Darren Webster's on 90, but he's going to put a pretty big hole in it.
90. Darren, you require 90.
Bullseye.
Got the guide as well. Oh, and he used it absolutely to perfection. That's the advantage, isn't it?
Yeah, what do you hit that with the other darts? I think we should put those in the bin now. That finish with those darts solidifies that he's got his own stuff and he's happy.
Yeah, absolutely. A mighty check out, a break of throw as well.
Yeah, I think Darren played really well yesterday. I think, you know, with all the issues that he's had, put them all aside, he literally played one of the best games that we saw. I mean, he had Max Hopp. He won against a very partisan crowd.
Yeah, I was going to say, he didn't just beat Max Hopp, he beat the crowd as well, who are like a, I was going to say 12th man, but you get the idea, a second man.
Yeah.
Right. That said, average, what, 90.26 in that match, so you suggest there's room for improvement, and there will have to be against a player of Terry Jenkins' calibre. Hopp, though, there was a pivotal moment in that match when he missed a dart at double 16 to level things up at 3-3. Webster went 4-2 up, and I think from that moment on he never really looked back.
He's not looking back so far. He's playing very, very steady indeed. Might not be on a finish in this leg, might be on a bogey of 168, but that doesn't matter because Terry's not on a finish, so he can leave this lovely.
101.
Went into the double 7 bed, but he's still handily placed on 67.
100.
Terry was definitely looking for more than that. 67. He's going to have to rely on mistakes now. It doesn't look like he's going to get that other opportunity. 2 4s for Darren Webster.
63. Terry requires 120.
Had he found the treble 16 instead, he would have been left on tops, and it would have been a much more simplistic route to the second leg here. As it is, he might get there anyway.
Yeah,
50.
Terry likes tops, so he would have
4.
fancied that layup for treble 20, but Madhouse for the Englishman.
And he could have avoided all this had he found that treble 16. And the agony goes on here.
Yeah.
Jenkins,
70.
well, might well just steal this from under the nose of Darren Webster. Treble 10 leaves tops. And there it is.
Shot on the second leg.
One apiece, but should so easily and should really be 2-0 to the 48-year-old from Norwich.
Yeah, a little grimace. As if to say, it was the ripple effect, wasn't it? It's like you say, he misses that big treble, or even the single gives him different options. It sends you in 99. A completely different direction, and then next thing you know, he's thinking about different doubles, and he lost the leg.
It sort of throws you a little bit, and that readjustment process.
100.
Okay, one apiece. At least he had the breaker throw early on to balance it up anyway, so no immense damage done at this early stage of proceedings.
55.
Well, earlier on we had Jim Walker, who had 76, was it? Single 18, double 18, double 11. Well,
43.
When you've got it on the same visit and you just have to basically switch and go, right, that's that. Not thinking is the advantage there. When you have to think and come back to the hockey and say, well, I didn't mean to leave that, it can play with your mind a bit.
Yeah.
We had Mr. Horvat this afternoon, who miscounted a couple of times, and I actually thought his second miscount was going to cost him the match, but it didn't.
Yeah, that one in the penultimate leg, but the host nation qualifier is through to the last 16 tomorrow, beating Gerwyn Price 6-5. We've had back-to-back matches going the distance. The final match of the afternoon session and the first match of the evening session, sandwiching your exhibition performance earlier on, Paul.
41.
Well played, by the way.
Thank you very much. Got on stage, played a couple of legs against the crowd. Happy to say I played...
Not all of them.
Oh God, that would take a while.
3,500 fans, all wanting a go at taking on Paul Nicholson.
Well, there were a few, but two lucky guys got up there, and we had a bit of a laugh, and you never know, maybe something we do at the European events a little bit more in the future.
And we have spied one or two asset shirts in the crowd here tonight.
Hello, double 8.
In shot of the third leg, Terry Jenkins. Falls like he's starting to throw first. Game on.
A 1-2-7 checkout from out of nowhere, really.
60.
Yeah, it's sort of an under the radar performance so far from TJ. That's how he likes it, really. He's not really one for the big Hollywood shots and histrionics and stuff like that. He just likes to get
81.
on with it. He literally is his own worst critic. If he doesn't perform, he goes to bed that night saying, "What were you doing, Terry?"
100.
What's really interesting as well is that you've got two guys here who've got pretty much exactly the same way of putting the darts on the board. They're quite flat, but the way that they fly,
97.
they can put them underneath and over the top. And with Terry, he's got an added advantage because it slings to the right a bit. He can actually put them in side to side.
97.
Yeah, look at that. Right on top of it.
94.
That was a lovely lie for him, even though it wasn't the treble 5. Because it slings to the right, it actually give himself a little platform for that one to just sink into the treble 20.
140.
Yeah, and Webster there used those two darts to good effect to find another treble 20, just across and underneath the two that were already there.
59.
And again, this is the issue with Jenkins. We've talked about it time and time again, the consistency. Just a magnificent 1-2-7 checkout, treble 20, treble 17, double 8, and then okay, he's down to a finish, but it doesn't matter because Webster's taken out 104, and that's a neat and tidy finish of his own.
That's a pretty good answer to a 1-2-7 finish. 104, James Wade's favourite. There we go. This game's warming up lovely now. Some good scoring. And I see the strength in this game on people's throw. So Darren Webster, you think, slightly behind.
100.
Terry Jenkins is going to defend that throw with his life.
Two breaks of throw, two holes of throw, two apiece. On we go. Could be in for another match that goes the distance
100.
here. Terry Jenkins made the quarters here last year, by the way, losing 6-5 to the eventual champion Michael Smith. And Michael Smith potentially lies in wait for the winner of this one as well, because the winner of this will face either Smith or James Wilson, and they are on stage next as well.
Yeah, Michael Smith's got his hands full with James Wilson, someone who's really starting to get some confidence.
And so is Terry Jenkins. Brings him down to 81. It's on his throw.
And just when you think you've got 261 on his throw, okay, let's put in a 180, but Terry Jenkins does it first. Takes the wind out of you, really. Doesn't have to mess around with this at all. Should be a treble 10.
The double 16. He's having a good think about it, though. Yeah, he went for it. Couldn't find it. So that is 52. So 12 would leave tops. Yeah,
41.
Yeah, I think he was a bit lost there, and I think he was just making sure he made the right decision. Very smart, very wise from Terry Jenkins. He's been around a long time.
Did he require 40?
Would much rather be on tops than double 16. Likes 10s as well.
Does he like 5s, though, Paul? Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Terry Jenkins.
You only like it if it goes in.
To throw first. Game on.
It was all part of the plan.
140.
I wonder if Terry Jenkins has been having a walk around reset today, trying to find some old knickknacks.
Well, I'll tell you who was walking around earlier, Darren Webster, this morning when I strolled into town, and guess what he was carrying? A shopping bag. He'd obviously been looking for more
81.
clothing, I think, just to tide him over.
Just in case.
Terry, though, he did look very relaxed at the hotel when I popped back this afternoon after the first session of the day.
140.
He was having a chat with Robbie Green, who's one of the players who have come through unscathed, beating Stephen Dunting 6-1 in one of the standout results of the day so far.
140.
Yeah, that was a standout result and a standout game for more than one reason. I mean, what an incredible piece of crowd participation in that game.
130.
A lot of class as well shown by both players.
Yeah.
If Darren Webster's going to hold on to his throw, he's going to have to get rid of this 140.
100. Teddy required
The next
91.
visit, and he's going to rely on Terry Jenkins not hitting this 91. 88 left.
Wow.
Might go treble 16 here because he loves tops. Or is he going to go treble 20, double 14? Not going to get a shot at a double, so Darren Webster comes back with a reprieve. Has to take it out to keep it level.
That's a good marker. Just slide it underneath those two.
Yeah. Aim shot on the sixth leg.
That's exactly what he's done. And it's 3 apiece.
To throw first.
And Terry will, well, can't afford to reflect on it too much, but he will reflect on that as a missed opportunity to go forward.
100.
They said the last game of the afternoon session went 6-5. The first game of this session went 6-5. This has got 6-5 written all over it the way it's going. There's a lot of potential for 6-5s tonight. A lot of close games.
Yeah. Class and Dobie could well be a candidate for that as well. Peter Wright, Steve West could be given what they produced in Dusseldorf at the end of the night.
137.
Yeah, they've been playing each other a lot lately.
Hybrex and Cullen too.
I think on standard and confidence,
100.
got to go with Hybrex versus Cullen as probably the best match of the night, and that's the last one, so don't go to bed until you've watched that, folks.
Yeah, stick around. Promises to be, or it actually is already turning out to be, a terrific
100.
evening session.
And Terry's got the march in this one, and Darren needs a 140 to get anywhere near him, and he has got that. Classy darts from a demolition man. He's going to have to go for this if he hits the 60.
Which he hasn't. Would he find at least a treble?
78.
Well, there's one.
Darren, you require 161.
25 or bull. We'll leave a 2-darter, very smart. But Jenkins, 54. Oh, now.
Oh, well. Okay, 85, treble 15 for tops, but it's not to be.
26.
Well, Darren Webster's got an opportunity here to break, and this is a realistic shot. 2 pokes at this treble 20. What's he going to do? Double 18?
Oh.
Double top for a break. Oh, beautiful.
Shot on the 7th leg.
Demolished that finish. Darren Webster, 4-3 up, and that vital break.
The double finish there. Double 18, double 20, a 96 checkout. Hot on the heels of the 104 checkout as well. Darren Webster is 85. Just not going anywhere, and he has the break of throw.
I hasten to say that he's a small man. He's biting at Terry Jenkins' heels, but that's exactly what he's been doing this game. He's been sticking around and waiting for that opportunity, and when he got it, he took it.
Well, the tide has turned here. Jenkins, for me, looked very, very likely to take a 4-2 lead. Webster clawed that 6th leg back. He's won the 7th, and he's in good shape in this one as well.
140.
He's in good shape here, and he keeps hitting that treble 20. And when Terry Jenkins is looking up to the board, 83. He's continually seeing Darren Webster hitting that treble 20 with the first dart, and that is very demoralising.
Just wonder whether that last errant dart from Webster finding the 4 might prove a pivotal moment as well. We'll find out in due course.
Oh, he needs a treble. And he's got 97. One. It's a really good one because it leaves him the shot he had the last time.
96 again. Will he go for exactly the same route?
He'll hope not because he wants to hit the 60.
Well, do you know what? He might not have the pressure because Jenkins might not even get down to a finish here.
6. He's got to go 25.
Oh. 17. That only require 96.
Well, 6 darts from here for Webster for 96. No problems in the last leg. Just underneath the wire. 76 again. Yep, he's playing it safe here.
88.
Yep. Another treble. It's a good one that leaves double 4.
Oh, Terry, stay out of the treble ones.
42.
Well, 17 and 42 in his last 6 darts.
Yep. No time wasted getting to the hockey.
Webster needs to finish this off though. And he does.
Shot on the A flag. D.Webster.
It was only an 18 darter. It doesn't matter. He gets the chalk mark. 5-3 up. Game is Webster's to lose.
100.
Terry feeling the heat there, mopping his brow, and it is very, very warm on stage.
I tell you, it's got to be warm. If Benito van der Pas was wiping his brain. He's a fit young man.
He's a cool customer as well, is Benito, but it's like you can feel like the collective breath of 3,500 people just wafting onto the stage. And given it's still very warm outside as well, it's been a baking hot day in this part of the world. It was 26 degrees at 10 o'clock this morning as well, so that just tells you.
57.
All I'm going to say is, Rob...
Proof, by the way, that I was up at 10 o'clock this morning.
All I'm going to say is, thank God this arena has got high ceilings.
Yeah.
Because if it didn't,
100.
it would be absolutely unbelievable in here.
It would be like a giant squash court. Well, Jenkins down to Jenkins down to 161.
60. Teddy Ricard 161.
He'd just love to take this out here and now. Won't do though.
He wants to put a hole in it. Oh. And if he can win this leg, Jenkins,
77.
by that treble 18, then the pressure on Darren Webster in the next leg is absolutely thunderous.
Well, if anybody had a bet on the number of treble 1s to have been found today, they'll be doing very well indeed.
I don't know if, can you bet on that?
Teddy Ricard 84.
You can bet on anything.
We'll have a chat with Happy Bet about that. Double 12. TJ. Yeah, it is.
Shot on the 9 flag. Terry
9 legs down. Possibly 2 to go, but Darren Webster only wants 1 because if he wins this leg, he wins the match.
Yeah, he won't be too concerned about that. It was on the Jenkins throw. He still has that all-important break. It's 2 breaks to 1 effectively, and Webster, well, needed more than that, or would have loved more than that. Can Jenkins punish him?
140.
Boy, can he?
Yes, he can.
Pressure's on Webster now. He's playing a very quick game.
83.
Boy, did he need that 60. But Jenkins has already got the darts. Can he keep them?
Well, Webster's got a slight improvement on his average from yesterday, but he won't really care about the stats as long as he can just get that 6th leg on the board. And he's up against it here.
Well, Darren Webster has had big games in his past.
140.
Like playing James Wade at the World Championships and failed to close it out. Will he close this one out? Very, very close. Oh, brilliant recovery from Terry Jenkins.
And he's down to ton 40 as well, which has squared it off nicely. There's another one. I'm losing track of these now. Must be approaching double figures.
Anyway. Yeah, I think we are. Straight ton will put huge pressure. Another one.
My word.
Needs a 60.
40.
That's not good in Terry Jenkins' eyes.
35.
Bullseye is the target.
He's got it
Treble
as well.
15 is the target.
Just set it up.
69. Teddy Ricard 100.
Oh, was that a 4 with the final dart there?
It was.
For 66. So, well. Will that prove decisive as well? Terry Jenkins looking to square it up. He's
81.
inside the wire and he knows that could be that.
And how much is Darren Webster going to pay for that lazy last dart? Because he's only going to get 1 shot at a double. It's double top for the match. 26. And it's right on the wire.
Darren Webster, you will not get a better chance than that. Jenkins, surely 3 for double 8s. Ooh, just inside as well. He almost messed that up completely. One more go at it.
Lovely shot. Terry Jenkins, 11th and final leg is Teddy to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, Jenkins has won 2 on the spin. He's found the break back. He's throwing first here. Flip of a coin for me, though.
Another 6-5.
Another 6-5. If we have 6-5s all night tonight, we'll be here till 2 in the morning.
100.
Well, the crowd are going to get their money's worth if that's the case.
They certainly will, yeah.
get to this stage of the match, and tons are very good. 140s are even better.
140s against the throw as well, after Jenkins has posted a ton. There we see just the 180 in this match. Okay, there were the two 170 pluses from Webster, which is just as good. And there's another one anyway. And that is a timely shot in the arm for Terry Jenkins.
How good is that in answer to that 140? Because that 140 from Webster was sensational. That 180 was even better. Brilliant under pressure. And look at Terry Jenkins perspiring, but pounding that 60.
130.
Yeah, that 180 must have felt like 250 points given the circumstances.
Is he going to be under pressure for this 91? It doesn't look like it, and he's going to have a minimum of 6 starts to get rid of this match and snick it.
He should do. 74 remaining. Now, will he look at the 12 maybe? No, he's gone for the, I think he went for the 14s, didn't he? Yeah.
He did.
For the double 16 finish, but he's found 11, so he's got 63 left here. Just needs to square it off.
Yep. If you've got 50 left, that's all right.
41.
Because it now gives you that opportunity to have 2 clean darts at tops, providing you hit the single 10. He will be pressurized.
100.
That's all right. That was the minimum ask. Because now TJ has 2 at tops for the match. Slightly awkward. Got to go to the right. What a shot from Terry Jenkins. In an absolute bruiser of a match. Not the highest averages you will ever see. Not the biggest standard in the world. But a great grinding win for the man from Ledley.
Absolutely. Darren Webster will go back to the players' room and back to the hotel and reflect on what might have been there, because he led by 5 legs to 3. Terry Jenkins was in all sorts of trouble at one stage, hitting 69 in 6 darts at one point, but he somehow managed to recover, regroup and win 3 legs on the spin, and he will go through tomorrow to face either Michael Smith or James Wilson, and they are on stage next.
Trotzdem Applaus für den Demolition Man Darren Webster, der hier drauf und dran war, Terry Jenkins zu bezwingen. Terry, congratulations. Quite warm here, huh?
Yeah. That was hard work.
That was hard work, yeah. The second comeback, actually, Benito van der Pas was the same story.
Yeah, I still felt, even when I went that one leg down, Darren took a couple of good shots out, and he deserved to be in front of me. And I just thought, just keep digging in, because I know if you keep Darren under pressure, he will miss the odd thing. And I thought, if he misses, I've got to make it count.
Is it an advantage for the unseeded players that they have the match, that they had the match yesterday?
I suppose it is. They've got a bit of an advantage because they've been up in here and they played a game, but
it's good to be seeded.
That's right. It's good to be seeded. We're not seeded for no reason, and it's because we can play darts.
That's right. See you tomorrow again. Thank you very much. Terry Jenkins.